Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm Matt Herron and I'm here with the Township Supervisor Pat Kittle, who joins us again to give us our weekly update about things that are happening in the community. Pat, we're always happy to have you here.
Thanks for the invite, Matt. My pleasure.
Absolutely. And so today we're going to be talking about some of the plans for the roads in Clarkson and the future of the expressways. I know MDOT's got some involvement. Tell us a little bit about what's going on.
Yeah, this is one of these topics that I don't think you can communicate enough. We continue to get questions on the roads, what's happening, when's it going to start, particularly from local merchants that's going to impact. So we thought we'd just show you some simple graphics and just kind of build on all of the different elements that are going to be involved in a road project. Looking like construction is going to be April of 2015.
Okay.
And this first visual here will showcase a little bit about what we're doing. Everything that you see in yellow is things that we're going to change and or widen, alter, amend, create. And the box on the left represents the sources of funding. This is a $4 million project. McLaren is coming to the party with $1.5 million. Tri-party funds are $1.5 million, of which $500,000 of that is the township's contribution. Category A funds, which are coming in, these are dollars that the state gave us because of Magnetti Morelli coming in with 84 manufacturing jobs, comes in to the tune of $670,000. And then the CIA, the Corridor Improvement Authority, through its fund balance and future TIF capture, will be generating another $333,000. So that gets us our $4 million. And we're keeping our fingers crossed that MDOT will be able to come to the party with some in-kind services for engineering.
Okay.
Which could be a pretty substantial sum of money. So good things happening.
Yeah, definitely fingers crossed maybe they can help cover some of those costs, but looks like we have some cool developments going on. So talking about specific intersections and stuff, I know the area over at Sashabaw and Walden is a definite road that's going to be getting a lot of construction. What kind of plans do we have for over there?
Well, the whole project is massively complex. So I created a couple of visuals to kind of build through the different elements that we're going to be doing.
Okay.
And why don't we start with the expressway interchange, because that's probably going to be the most dramatic as far as having some big time impacts on our traffic flow. The first thing that we're going to be doing is creating a new I-75 northbound ramp. We have one there right now, right next to that gas station on the corner by Flemings Lake Road, but we have to move it 15 or 20 feet to give us room to put in our secondary ramp.
Okay.
So the next thing we're going to be doing is putting in some smart lights. And again, the new traffic light systems are camera activated so that they only really turn on when it's called for. So if there's nobody making a left turn onto the North 75, the traffic lights will see no reason to activate, so which will keep people traveling north or south. MDOT's estimates and HRC confirm this, anywhere between a 20 to 25% improvement in traffic flow.
Oh, that's a nice improvement.
It's a huge change. We're also going to be creating a new entrance ramp at I-75. This will be dedicated for South Sashabaw. So as you're coming up I-75 and traffic is backed up because of concert night, hang to the left, get past the traffic, zip over to the right, get off at the secondary exit again. So if you're going to be traveling on South Sashabaw, this is the exit that you're going to want to get off. Avoid all the concert traffic, and again, help you to get to your residence easier and or for consumers to come into local merchants. So again, it's going to be a good thing for the community.
It'll be a great ramp.
We're also going to be adding a new left turn lane for the northbound I-75 ramp. They're currently one does not exist, and it's also a high accident location right now too, because when you stop to make that left turn lane, you're literally stopping in traffic. So we think that this will help eliminate a lot of rear-end accidents that have taken place at this particular intersection. Moving on, we also are going to be reconfiguring the park and ride. Again, this is something that MDOT is really important to them. Again, from an economy standpoint and saving the resources. Again, so many people park there and jump in a friend's car and they share a ride to the place of work or to vacation. And again, it's so we're not going to touch that. We got to reconfigure it a little bit to make sure that it fits, but no real big deal there. We're also going to be making another couple of minor adjustments over here. Again, we're going to be adding some smart lights to that particular intersection so that if somebody is making a turn in there, the lights will activate. If there's nobody moving in and out, again, the lights won't, again, which will benefit in the flow of traffic. Let's see, what else we got here? The current exit ramp at Sashabaw and I-75, that will be dedicated and reconfigured so that it is a North Sashabaw exit only.
Okay.
So again, for those people getting off who live in the northern burbs or for concert nights, there will be no traffic light there. You just get off the expressway, you can merge right onto Sashabaw, and again, should be a benefit to try to get more people through there as well in a timely fashion.
Great.
One thing that we're not doing, we're not touching the construction of the bridge. It's going to continue with its current width. As soon as we start messing with that, we're looking at a $10 million price tag. It gets so expensive and it adds so many years to the cost of the project, and there's just not enough dollars in anybody's pocket to be able to do that right now. So, but again, we think with some of these other changes that will help. And let's see, I think we've got one minor thing here too. We will be adding a new left turn lane for the park and ride. You know, again, it doesn't seem like a big deal until you're the poor recipient of a rear-end accident. And again, these little left turn pockets are lifesavers and really do, again, benefit the flow of traffic.
Getting people out of the road. I mean, they're driving 50, 60 miles an hour on Sashabaw, you know, so.
Well, yeah, they're coming off Sashabaw, they're crossing the expressway. It's supposed to be 45 up there, but it's for whatever reason, it's a lot of traffic, a lot of speed. And but as you can see by the visual, there is yellow everywhere on the chart, and so again, lots going on. So again, that's why I wanted to take a moment and come on and talk to you. But this is only half the equation.
Right.
So now we've got the roadway, and the next graphic over here is kind of a zoom in over here on Walden and Sashabaw, and again, where you see the north arrow, that's where Pine Knob Golf Course is.
Okay.
But again, there's a series of things that we're going to be doing here that we think will definitely aid in the flow of traffic. And the first has to do with the current I-75 ramp from South Sashabaw to South 75. And again, right now it's configured as kind of a cloverleaf, but what MDOT is telling us is in conjunction with the police that there's a lot of cars hitting that ramp like they're trying to get on the Indianapolis 500 Raceway. Yeah. And they're just going too fast, and they're sliding off the road, and there's a fair number of spin-outs and people ending up in the ditch. So we're going to force them to slow down and make that a more of a 90-degree turn, and which we think, according to what the traffic wizards tell us, will slow traffic down. That will also allow us to fix the sidewalk that's there right now, which is the second click on the button here. And again, that yellow line represents the new safety path, and as you can see, it is much straighter, much closer to the road, and much closer to the traffic light, so that as traffic does come in there, you know, you don't have to go a half mile out of your way down the ramp trying to battle somebody who's doing 60 miles an hour. So it should make pedestrian traffic a lot easier on the expressway. The next thing that's going to be going on is the current southbound ramp from North Sashabaw. We're going to widen that to 2 lanes. And again, you'll understand the reasoning of that as we go through some of the next couple of little clicks. But again, some rather large engineering that is going to be required to make that happen. But it will really help with the flow of people coming off of Walden or coming off of 75 to the expressway ramp. Okay. We will be installing smart lights again at the 2 intersections, again, which will aid in the flow of traffic. Again, 20. Even if we just get a 20% improvement, you know, that'll be a big benefit, particularly on concert nights. Yep. Other things that are going to be happening, Walden Road, eastbound Walden, we're going to widen that to allow for 2 right turn lanes. And again, what's going to be neat here is morning traffic that does back up on Walden, you will be able to access off Walden to Sashabaw to I-75 southbound without ever having to come to a stop. Again, there'll be a series of lanes that will just, will just flow, right, and should really help with the flow of traffic and getting more people, you know, out of the community quicker. Other things that are going to be going on is westbound Walden will be widened, so we'll be adding 2 left turn lanes to North Sashabaw. Again, right now in the mornings, traffic backs up past Town Hall, back into the subdivisions. We think having 2 lanes there, with the 2 lanes getting onto 75 and with some of the increased throughput, it will benefit in getting more people out of the community quicker. Sure. We're going to widen Sashabaw northbound to allow for 2 left turn lanes onto westbound Walden. Again, in the mornings, particularly on school days, you got buses, you got, you know, minivans with kids, everybody trying to come up to the high school, and traffic is backing up into the major thoroughfare lanes. So that will be a benefit to, again, allow more people to flow through. And finally, we're going to create, again, when we widen westbound Walden, we're going to create 2 left turn lanes to southbound Sashabaw as well. Again, when we get to hospital, when we get a little bit more density in here, because we do still have a couple of bigger subs coming in, that we think that this will help. So again, there's yellow everywhere.
There's yellow everywhere.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work.
There's going to be a lot of work. There's going to be a lot of cones, and let's not kid each other. But the balance of this year up through springtime of 2015 will be all engineering work. And 2015, April, May-ish, somewhere in there is when they're supposed to start digging. And we're looking to hopefully get this thing done in one season. So the goal is like November of 15, maybe early 16. We should be done with it, and we can have this behind us. So a lot of good stuff. So a lot of people working really hard. I want to thank everybody at MDOT and RCOC, HRC, the county. More people are stepping up and willing to help, and we're getting this done in record time. From what I'm being told, these projects sometimes take 5-10 years, to go from concept to material.
And when it's all said and done, and in the aftermath, it's going to be really nice for the community members around here.
Well, we sure hope so. Again, it's a lot of money. It's gonna impact a lot of people. We're going to be asking a lot of people's patience as we move forward, but this will be good for the community.
It will be good.
This will be good for the community.
Well, you heard it here first. Your supervisor, Pat Kittle, is out there working hard for us, and we are excited to see some of this stuff take place. Appreciate you coming in today and sharing what's going on.
And just in closing, thanks, Matt. There was a lot of information that we threw at you today. These same graphics will be on the township website. There's a little link over there that says proposed I-75 Sashabaw intersection, construction project or words of that nature. Click on it. The same slides with the same call-outs will be there. So if you want to share any of this information with your friends or neighbors, it'd be a good thing. So sure, like I said, it takes all of the guesswork out of it.
All right. So you can find that online as well. Thank you again for coming in today, Pat.
My pleasure, Matt.
All right.